Switch up, switch up. Patch to the guard.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is Duvernay. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Ravens, nothing. Fairbairn to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
There's Jackson on third and long. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Texans 14, Ravens 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50.
2nd and 11 now. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
5-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson It's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Watson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they work this out past the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Baltimore.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Jay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Texans 24, Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Lindsey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
He was back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Lindsey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He was 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike 48. Here we go.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Let's see what you got.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson completing it to the right side, Johnson. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lindsey. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some room to maneuver, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
26-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Man open left side is Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Throw complete right side to Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Texans 37. Ravens 17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.